I'ma blow up. Yeah.
Okay, you beautiful fandom, welcome back to the back of the semi-truck, and as usual, a couple things before we jump into this chapter, and those couple of things are the simple fact that I've got a road right here next to me, so we might have cars passing by, we might not, and other than that, I don't have nothing else to announce besides the simple fact that we are about to watch Chapter 10 of Volume 5, and yeah, where we last left off, and that's mighty weird that I don't have much else to announce other than that. I understand, but I'm actually coming to the realization that this is a minute-and-a-half intro, so whatever I might have to ramble about, I could ramble about during the intro and just talk over top of it because, let's be real, I'm not really paying attention to the intro that much. I'm trying to pay attention to the story without paying attention to the intro. Yes, I like the intro and all that. And in fact, I might actually say something about this in the actual intro. But I got a feeling I know what the answer is. So, that's not going to be a big deal. Other than that, though, yes, where we last left off with, the last chapter, we had Blake and Ilya about to finally, I guess they're about to finally have their climactic battle before, they separate. I don't know exactly what's going to happen there. I don't know if Ilya's going to, change her tune and all of a sudden be a good guy or what's going to happen there. Other than that, I honestly just, for some weird reason, I know it's probably a shock to y'all, but I just don't have anything to announce. So I'm going to go ahead, put these headphones, I was about to say earbuds, that's why it came out a little weird, but I'm going to put these headphones on and I'm going to go ahead, push play, and I know that's weird after only 2 minutes and some odd seconds, but it is what it is. I'm about to ramble through the intro, so yeah, 3, 2, 1, and play. Really? 3, 2, 1, and play. Wow. 3, 2, 1, and play. Thank you. I finally got it right on the third try. Whatever, though. I am wondering, though, I do got this question. Do y'all care if I sit through these intros? I understand maybe the first 3 chapters of a new volume and being like, hey, let's check out the intro together. And I could kind of be like, let's actually sit back, watch it intently, and find out what's going on with it. Because I've looked at this intro quite a few times, and it's not really much of anything there. Well, there's a lot in it, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, there's not much more to it other than what we've already seen and what I've already said about it. Oh, and, wow, okay, I say that, and then I'm just noticing something new about it. I said something in a previous chapter where Blake and Son are standing on a ship, but they weren't standing on a ship. They're just standing on some of the little rope bridges in Menagerie. Okay, so whatever. Nonetheless, though, do y'all care if I just skip the intros and jump right into the episode? Or, I mean, well, I wouldn't be technically skipping it. I'd be watching it, but whenever I put the video together and stuff, I'd end up just snipping that part out. I don't know. Maybe it'd help with copyright and get it unblocked quicker. I don't know. Nonetheless, y'all, just leave a comment down below. Let me know what y'all are thinking. Let's jump into this. Okay, y'all are going to be talking. Okay, Ospen wants to talk to Crow.
Things aren't looking good, Oz.
Ever the optimist. While I would not say our current predicament is ideal, I think we can both agree that the situation could be much worse. Humanity is a resilient force.
Oz.
It is.
Pro huntsmen like that don't just bite it all at once. Salem's
This
powerful,
is true.
and it seems like her reach is growing by the day. What does that say about humanity?
That there are indeed a misguided few who have filled their hearts with malice. It doesn't take a great number of people to cause harm, but I still believe there are far more people in this world willing to prevent it.
Okay, so I'm
excuse
guessing
me?
that
Miss
Osmond
Rose.
is a good guy.
Join us.
Because there's
We're
been some
just about to
questionable
gather
things
everyone to
there.
discuss our next
Because, you
steps.
know, with Raven, stuff like that.
Great.
Raven trying to pretty much get Yang to be like, look,
Something
you
on
think
your
Oz
mind,
is the good
kiddo?
guy? You know. But I'm pretty sure he's a good guy.
That's-
Obviously, with that kind of
if
statement.
it's okay to ask.
Of course.
Well, we've been talking about the Relic at Haven. And the Spring Maiden, but what about the Fall Maiden?
Cinder.
Does that mean Salem has the Beacon Relic?
Very astute, Miss Rose. I was wondering who would be the first to ask. No. Thankfully, she does not.
Oh, really?
It's true
Okay.
that the Relic at Haven is very much at risk. And for now, that should remain our primary focus. Let's just say I made finding the Relic at Beacon a bit more challenging than at the other schools.
Oh,
Did you?
that's good to hear.
It is. But let's not forget the challenges that still lie before us.
Okay. What kind of challenges do... Well, obviously that's a stupid question.
Now, is
The
there
challenges
anything
that
else
lie
we can help
before
you
us is the challenges that lie
Well,
before
I
us.
did have one more question.
Salem
No,
and
my
all
game
them
is not
people
over.
coming over there
I
to
have no more
Haven.
questions.
Yes, while this cane is indeed very precious to me, it is also just that. Precious to me. While I admit it still has a few more tricks up its sleeve.
Yeah, I know it does.
being
You
a
just
relic
ain't showed
isn't
me
one of
them
them.
yet.
Now why don't you run and get the other students?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll be there.
Who was it?
It was Leo. Says he had a breakthrough with the council.
Did he?
Thinks he might be able to get together a small raiding party for the bandits. He wants us to meet up at the school tomorrow night to walk us through it.
Really? Oh, that's great! I'll go get the others.
Okay, obviously we know that Leo is a double cross. And so does
That
Oz.
sounds drastically different from your original conversation, does it not?
It does.
Interesting.
Things aren't looking good, Oz.
I know.
Who do you got there with you?
I still have
Okay, so
questions
you
for
got
you.
Raven there
You're not
with
alone
you,
in
Leo.
You know,
Okay.
I never expected you would be the one to have the guts to betray Oz. Which makes me wonder.
Yep. Leo the
what
Cowardly
does she have
Lion.
on you?
I'm helping her for the
Granted,
same
I know
reason
that's
you
not
are.
his name, but still.
I'm afraid. We can't stop her. No one can.
That's why I tried to leave when I did. I'm not afraid. I'm smart.
You can call it whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. We're here, helping her. I've crossed a line. I've done things
He
that
doesn't
Ozpin
want
will never
to
forgive,
help them.
and he shouldn't. I don't know where I go from here.
Man up. You did what you had to do to survive. There is no shame in that.
You know, I don't disagree with that
Who
statement.
are you trying to convince?
You do what you do. You do what you have to do to survive. I mean, it's true. Oh, okay, so we're still just having a shootout over here.
Do you have a better idea?
Quiet now.
Oh, you're gonna get hit. I don't know what happened.
Did you?
Ah.
I told you. I didn't want this. But you're still here.
I don't have a choice.
Of course you do.
Everybody has a choice.
Just stay out of my way.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Keeping in mind that, there you go, keeping in mind that she leaves a shadow, so you gotta watch out for her.
Why do you feel like we have to hurt people to get our way?
Because it works.
That doesn't make it right.
That's a nice weapon. I like it.
Stop lecturing me!
Oh. Oh.
Why couldn't you just leave?
'Cause it's her
Run away too
family.
much.
Why don't you leave, you know, shadows of yourself? Give her some distractions.
Sorry, Dad.
Oh, good idea. Yeah. Okay. There you go. You're finally using your semblance.
Explain me like you mean it!
Are you
used to see things
sure
the
you
way I
want
do,
her to
the way
fight you
Adam
like
did.
she means it?
If no one's going to do anything to stop the humans that attack us, then the only choice we have left is to attack back.
Yes.
You're wrong. There's always another
I tried to
choice.
tell you. Are you sure you want her to fight you like she means it?
Please. You're a good person, but you're making all the wrong
She is a good
decisions.
person. I believe that
Is
statement.
this really what your parents would have wanted?
I don't know what else to do.
I don't know what else to do.
Huh. Interesting.
Blake!
Oh no!
Dad!
Come on, Ilya. I hope you kill them. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, it's only right. They're trying to kill him. Yeah, just look around you, Ilya.
Ilya! What are you doing? Fight!
Okay, what's gonna happen here? Come on. I know something's obviously big about to happen. And it's gonna involve Ilya. Oh, I know what's gonna happen. Oh my goodness. Ilya's not accidentally, Ilya's gonna end up sacrificing herself.
Go help Blake! On it!
Okay, maybe she ain't. I was wrong. Oh! Well. I probably shouldn't have laughed at as much as I did because of her dad punching him, but did Blake save her? No? Ah, see? Blake's dad saved her. You better run, girl. Get under there and help. Oh no, they're still alive. Gosh. Oh, yes. Squish them. Oh, yes.
Mom!
Okay. And Mom just bashed his face in.
You ruined everything. Everything!
Yes! Finally! You made a good decision, girl. You got a lot of redeeming to do for yourself, but you're doing the right thing.
Back! Everyone stay back! We've got people inside doing their best.
Look!
Wow. Talk about a
Search
leader.
for any stragglers. We came as soon as we got the call. And Finnick?
He didn't survive. Oh well.
Was it worth it?
What you got to say, Blake?
Blake!
We know who rules that household.
Humans didn't do this. We did this.
Yeah,
Faunus.
that was Faunus, yes.
We did this to ourselves.
Yeah.
We're just as capable of hate and violence as the humans, but I don't think any of us would jump at the chance to point that out. So why are we letting Adam do it for us? By doing nothing and staying silent, we let others speak and act in our place. And if we're not proud of the choices they make, then we have no one to blame but ourselves. This is the message Adam Taurus will bring to the world if no
I
one
can
stops him.
say a lot to this
But we
for,
can't stop him.
you know,
You have to understand
current
that
situations
all of you
and
are
stuff
looking
like
for
that,
simple
but that's
answers to a very
politics, and I'm keeping
complicated
politics
problem.
out of this. This
And
is
I can't
Faunus.
give that to
Even
you.
though I would love to
I
live
don't
where they
know
live,
how to make hate
still.
go away. I don't. But I know
got a good point.
that this
I don't know how to
kind of
make hate go away
violence
either.
is not the solution.
Good point too. Violence
I
is never a
understand
solution.
That to ask
Not that
you to
kind.
leave your homes and protect Haven Academy
It's cool if
is
you're
asking
defending
you to put
yourself.
Your lives at risk. But that's what's at stake. So I'm going. And I'll stand by myself if I have to. I'll stand with you.
Is that Ilya? Yeah.
If you'd have me.
Isn't that the white finger?
Okay, crowd.
You're not going anywhere.
No, you know Blake's gonna tell her. Come on.
You're just going to forgive her? After everything she did?
Ah, she's been where she
I am.
was.
does she think she's doing?
She's being a
learned
leader.
A lesson that evaded me until I was much older. That there is strength in forgiveness.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Hey,
I'll go too.
you got you an army started.
I'll stand with you.
And it looks like those were probably the ones that were looking on as they were trying to get signatures as well. That's pretty awesome.
Looks like we've got work to do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool beans.
You stabbed me.
I
That's
There.
what you get. Now
Let's
you're
just call it
even.
We have about 2 weeks before Adam's attack on Haven. We're going to need shields, training, whatever we can do to protect as many people as possible.
We'll need transportation too, for everyone.
I think I know a ship captain who owes us a favor.
Okay, so as usual, they shoved a lot into this little, well, it was supposed to be 19 minutes, but let's be real, with a minute and a half, I've already said all that before in a previous reaction, but with a minute and a half of intro, and then we have this whole probably 45 seconds of outro, you know, credits and stuff. This is at least 2 minutes and 30 seconds right off the gate, ripped right there. So this 19-minute episode is really about 17 minutes, 16 and a half. So yeah, they still shoved a lot within those, you know, 16 to 17 minutes. Of course, we got, you know, the start of a redemption arc for Ilya, and I like that. That was good. It seems like Blake has come full circle now. She's, you know, she ran away, you know, from her past and went to Beacon and all this stuff, and then she ran, you know, then the things at Beacon happened, and then she ran away from that and ran back to, you know, Menagerie, and now she's come full circle and is like, you know what, I'm done running. It is time to stand up and fight, and I'm tired of running. I've got to fight for, you know, what's right. And, you know, as much as I don't want to get political, yes, this is very, let's be real, this is just a good metaphor for, it's not political to talk about racism. Racism sucks. I agree with Blake. There is no, you know, I don't know how to cure hate. Like she said, she don't know how to cure hate. And there is no cure for that kind of stuff. It is despicable and it is wrong. And, you know, I understand that that's what they're using. The faunus, they're using the faunus in this show to represent, you know, different races and ethnicities and stuff like that. And in the end, I'd rather be a faunus on this show than anything else. But I'm trying to tiptoe around everything, even though I know that there's nothing to tiptoe around. This show is, you know, obviously the faunus are used to represent minorities, and because they are minority. And in the real world, where we are, you know, minorities and, you know, stuff like that, there is racism out there. Are we ever going to cure it? No. Honestly, you're not ever going to cure racism. There's always going to be bigots out there. And once you think that there isn't bigots, there's always going to be another one pop their head up somewhere. The best thing to do? Ignore them. Honestly. You just ignore anybody and everybody who's a racist. And I'm not talking about some off-color joke. And it's like, okay, it's an off-color joke. It's a little bit, it's not a joke that would fly nowadays. You know, I'm trying to find the right words here without sounding, you know, like I accept things. But, you know, everyone tells a joke that ain't right from time to time, whether it's a blonde joke, whether it's a racial joke. Yes, people say those things. You might not think that you say it, but sometimes you accidentally joke like that, and then you gotta catch yourself. And it's like, oh crap, did I just really say that? no, that's wrong of me type thing. I'm trying to tiptoe around a lot of stuff here because I know if I say the slightest little thing wrong, somebody's going to either call me racist or think that I'm racist or something. Because I don't know why. That's the society that we live in nowadays. And I try to keep, you know, politics off of the channel and stuff like that. But, you know, racism isn't politics. If you don't like somebody just because of the color of their skin, that's flat out wrong. If you judge them and demean them just because of the color of their skin, whether it's white, black, Asian, Latino, European, because you know what, just because Europeans are white doesn't mean that they're the same as, you know, white people everywhere. Russians, because honestly, when you're in the truck driving business, you come across a wide variety of different ethnicities and cultures and everything. In the trucking business, you might think it's just a redneck, you know, a white guy being a redneck, and who's, or at least in America, some people would think that. No, that's not what the demographic of a truck driver is at all nowadays. We've got white truck drivers, we got black, Russian, Indian, Jamaican, African, we got every walk of life in the truck driving industry. We might actually be one of the most diverse communities out there. And it just amazes me at the slightest little statement from people. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to continue on this subject because I know somebody's just going to get their feelings hurt. And I don't know. I shouldn't have even brought it up, but, you know, eventually I'm going to have to say something. Even in Star versus the Forces of Evil, I eventually said something about racism there. And, yes, it sucks. What else is there really to say? I'm trying to... I don't know. I'm done. Jump in the comments. Let's talk about racism down there if you want. I want to keep things positive, though, because, you know, as negative as things can be, Blake does, you know, show a point. Like, you know, we got to fight for what's right. If we sit back and just, you know, be violent for violence sake just because we think that's the thing that gets what we want, no, that's not what gets you what you want. You can't just be violent just because that's what worked before, or, you know, like Ilya was saying, because I don't know what else to do. I mean, I don't know, my words are all jumbled. So I'm done. I don't mean, if you took anything I said during this little inept rambling, ask me in the comment what I meant, and I'll gladly answer, because when I start giving my first thoughts afterwards, I don't have no scripts. I just go off of whatever's in here. First thoughts always. So, with that said, it is time for y'all to go ahead, hit that like, tickle to subscribe, don't be texting and driving, and as Mr. Rogers always says,
and I like you as you are, I do.